maybe with some separate Goliaths. It looks like Lomo knows that there's an expansion over to the right going up. Lomo's dropping it right now. Single Marine defending that. That's that 2 o'clock expansion, which I said would be hard to defend, but maybe he was hoping that Lomo wouldn't spot it. Lomo has spotted it. Looks like Hery has gotten another drop in Lomo's base. I take that back. That was a defensive drop. Lomo, in the meantime, is bringing his dropships around. I'm not sure where those are headed. I think they might be headed for the very southerly... Yeah, it looks like they're headed for the very southern expansion. I'm not sure if Hery has anything in place to defend that. I'm not sure if he sees it coming, if he knows where those dropships are, if he realizes those dropships are in position on that very vulnerable southern main. He's only got 2 tanks and 3 Goliaths defending there. But it looks like it wasn't a very sizable drop force to begin with. He might be able... Yeah, he's probably going to be able to fight this off just with the SCVs and the Goliaths. I don't see... There might be a backup force of tanks coming in right there that are on screen right now, but I don't think, yeah, they're kind of cut off. They're really, just with those 2 dropships, they're not going to be able to do sizable damage to that area, and my guess is that right now, yeah, it looks like in neutral territory, Hery's got those dropships full of ships just waiting to defend wherever Lomo's pursuing. Right now, it looks like Hery's finally got that production advantage. He's finally got it kicked in. He's going to load up those 4 dropships. He's going to start pumping tanks, and he's just going to start charging up the middle. Looks like he's building yet another factory. It looks like 4 or 5 factories up. I'm sorry, in a second starport. I'll have to check that actually when it comes back to it, but definitely pushing up the expansion. He knows he has an economical advantage. He's going for the production advantage now, and really what he needs to do is he needs to start doing a good push now. Lobo needs to do a striking blow against one of these expansions. Looks like he's got a single siege tank down. He's trying to seal in. Fans of probably Lomo right now know he's not in the best of positions. Interesting. Hery has done a floating command center out to the isolated expansion. I'm not sure if he's going to send forces to back that up. I'm pretty sure that Lomo isn't aware of that. Lomo dropping, using a tank wall from the ridge. That's an excellent idea, using the tank wall from the ridge to try to establish a perimeter, doing a decent amount of damage to the SCVs. Hery able to fight that off. I really would like to see that attack again. Hery chopping a tank and an SCV. It looks like he's building something inside Hery's base. I'm not quite sure what he's building. I haven't seen a select on it. My guess is he's probably building. Yeah, he's building a turret to protect these tanks against those dropships. But I don't think it's going to go up in time. Definitely not going to go up in time. Those tanks are already down on top of Lomo's tanks, already taken out. That was a semi-creative. That was definitely a gutsy push, and I think that was definitely in Lomo's favor. Lomo taking the opportunity to drop Southern. Excellent job dropping. He's starting to inflict a little bit of damage on Psy, which is going to be vital in a minute here. Because really, if he can take out that Psy, that's going to slow Hery down, and he's not going to be able to spend the resources that he basically has cashed in the bank from the additional expansions. Although I'm not sure if Lomo realizes that he's basically being out-resourced 5-3. Although I take that back, looks like Lomo has up, so it's 5-4 on expansions. It looks like Lomo is going south. He's going to go for that initial expansion. He's sieging down. He's going to inflict all sorts of damage, all sorts of SCVs in the area. A couple of Gauss. Man, Hery's doing a great job with these dropships coming in, keep them just kind of floating in that neutral position, loading them with Gauss and tanks, dropping them right on top as soon as Lomo goes for siege. Even though he's in a defensive position, Lomo, or I would say Hery, has definitely the advantage. He has a little bit behind. I think he has to build up his Psy a little bit. But in general, he has more factories. But I guess if he was going to have a disadvantage here, it's that he's not being very aggressive. He's not taking the fight to Lomo. And Lomo is basically at the moment content building a very close command center. That's going to be hotly contested in a second here. But Lomo is content to go around and just try to pick off whatever's vulnerable. And here he's just content to try to play on the defense. If I was him, I would sacrifice one of these command centers since he can afford to sacrifice it. Go put Lomo on the defensive and make sure he stays on the defensive, then just isolate him in, maybe even just keep a nice Goliath dropship patrol. Try to make sure you just take out his mobility. Right now, looks like Hery's going up, taking out an expansion that was just going up with Lomo. He's just trying to adjust it. But it looks like Lomo has a good job taking, well, nice turret placement, I should say, taking out. But it looks like Lomo's bringing some reinforcements in. He really wants that expansion. Right now, if Lomo gets these 2 expansions up, the economic advantage is going to swing to him. If I can count on the board really fast, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 6. I can't get a really good view on the minimap of Lomo compared to the 5, 6. I guess it would be even at that point. 6 expansions of Hery. Hery though has those. It looks like he has those 6 expansions up. Lomo on the far right has some forces down. He's just content to keep that out of Hery's hands. I guess is he doesn't think he can defend both that and the extreme proximity base right there. Kind of looks like a science facility's out. I'm not sure if he's going for Psi Vessels or if he's just going to go straight Ghost Tech. It would be nice to see Ghost Tech in this game. Hery has a significant drop force. I'm curious if he's just waiting for timing, waiting for Lomo to make a move. Last game, I think that was definitely a mistake against 910. He would wait for Lomo to make his opponent to make a move before he would drop, just hoping for the distraction. And really, it would have been more advantageous for him just to go straight in, do the attack, and yeah, basically take the advantage, take the fight to him. I mean, he had a significant portion force. He was doing it in surprise. Right now, though, it looks like he's just going to stay on the defensive again. I definitely would tilt this in the favor of Lomo at this point. Lomo has managed to stay more aggressive than Hery. Hery, even though he has the economy, he's not really producing the units. He's not establishing a perimeter like Lomo has managed to. Lomo, all he has to do is take out that southern expansion, and basically Hery is boxed in to just 3 expansions, one of which is almost entirely depleted, that being his original base. Looks like Hery's bringing up forces along the far right side. My guess is he's going to go for the main here. He's going to do an interesting drop on the main. In the meantime, Lomo is doing a large push back to his main. I think he spotted that. He sees it's coming. Yeah, he definitely sees it's coming now. Instead here, he's redirecting to that far right expansion. Lomo's going to be a little bit delayed, about a few seconds here. His reinforcements are coming in now. My guess is he's going to be able to fight this off. Hery didn't really inflict any of the damage he needed to. I think it would have been smarter to drop on the main, get the Goliath down, take out a dropship or 2, maybe even 3, hold that position and do damage to Lomo's Psi. Instead, he went for the expansion, lost basically his entire attack force, didn't inflict any damage. Both have science facilities up at this point. I don't see any Psi Vessels out, though. I'm curious if they're going to go Psi Vessels for some defense matrix pushes. Now Hery's taken the opportunity to float the barracks out and attack that extremely close command center. Like I said, would be hotly contested. I'm not sure if Lomo is going to dedicate any forces to actually save that, or if he's just going to lift it off and retreat. Instead, he's going for a massive attack in the front, dropping stuff all over the place, doing a good job pushing up, taking those tanks up. Only 1 siege tank down, 3 Goliaths.